A young female professor was assaulted and murdered by 4 men, who also destroyed her body to cover up the crime. These men showed no remorse, and arrogantly joked with the investigating officers. They were convinced that someone was backing them, and that they would soon regain their freedom. A crowd gathered outside the prison, demanding the death penalty for the perpetrators. That night, the officer received orders to transfer the prisoners. Although he was furious, he had no choice but to obey. During the transfer, the criminals chatted and laughed, celebrating their escape from punishment. The officer remembered the promise he made to the victim's mother, and he struggled with his conscience. In the end, he ordered the driver to head towards the suburbs. He told all the prisoners to get out of the vehicle, and then raised his firearm. The next day, the news reported that the fugitives had attacked an officer, and had been shot dead on the spot. The victim's family felt relief, believing that justice had finally been served. But human rights organizations raised doubts, accusing the officer of abusing his power. Soon after, the officer faced retaliation. His only son was injured in a car accident. On the day of the trial, the defense lawyer detailed the prior criminal records of the 4 men. He argued that the officer's actions were to rid the community of a threat, but the opposing lawyer took a different approach, pointing out that local rape cases occurred every quarter hour. Why was the public only concerned with the female professor's case, and ignored the 3-year-old girl who was also murdered at the same time? This case wasn't the first of its kind in 10 years, yet it had garnered unprecedented attention. He subpoenaed the media editor to testify, questioning why the autopsy report was made public the day after the crime, when reporters had already formed conclusions the day before. When the victim's mother took the stand, the defense lawyer suddenly asked, "Did you witness the crime yourself?" This question caused an uproar in the courtroom, because everyone had assumed that it was a fact. But the media's reports were not necessarily truthful. Behind this tragic case, there were actually more injustices hidden. A new witness testified, stating that 4 people had been at the site where the body was burned, but these individuals could not drive. This suggested that a 5th person was involved. This testimony shocked the entire courtroom. A person who seemed unrelated to the case appeared in court. The truth of the case was beginning to emerge.